Today, we need to have a serious conversation about your startup's website. Because if you're like most founders I work with, you're probably making one of the two massive mistakes that are absolutely killing your conversions and preventing your free users into becoming paid customers. I build and design websites for 9-figure startups. The pages that I've built have seen millions of views, and I've watched countless A/B tests, analyzed mountains of user data, and have seen exactly what works, and most importantly, what doesn't work. And here's what I learned. Most startups are building their website completely wrong. Some of you are trying to be unique or different. You're trying to win design awards by adding fancy animations or having these kind of weird, unconventional layouts, or you're trying to have some creative navigation system. And while these sites might look amazing, they are absolutely destroying your conversion rates. Then you have other startups who are going the complete opposite direction. They're building these massive, very traditional corporate websites with endless amounts of pages. About us, contact us, blogs, case studies, resources, career page, partnerships, the list goes on and on. And guess what? That's killing your conversions too. Let me dive into why these approaches don't work. They completely ignore how real users actually behave on your website. They create friction. And in the startup world, friction equals death. So if you're an early stage founder watching this, I'm going to show you exactly how to structure your website. This isn't theory. This isn't something that might work. And it all starts with one controversial truth that you need exactly one page. That's right. One page, not 10, not 5, one page. Now, I can already hear some of you protesting, but what about the About page or my blog or case studies? And what about SEO? You don't need any of those to look legitimate. Because here's the thing. Yes, you can have those pages, but 99% of your attention, your effort, your optimization should be focused on that one-page homepage. Because that's where the magic happens. That's where the sale is going to happen. Now, let me explain why this works so well. When someone lands on your website, they're in one of two states. They know exactly what they're looking for, or they're exploring. If they know what they're looking for, then they can find it fast by just scrolling to the bottom of that page, clicking on your pricing, and completing the purchase. Now, if they're exploring, you want to control that journey. With a traditional multi-page website, you're basically saying, here's a bunch of doors, good luck finding what you need, I'll be over here. And every additional page is another opportunity for your potential customers to get lost, to get distracted, or even worse, to leave without taking any action. But with a well-structured one-pager, you have a clear, guided path to conversion. You're taking them by the hand and walking them through exactly what they need to know in the exact right order to make a buying decision. Now let's go and talk about the other mistake, trying to be too unique or too creative with your website design. I get it, you want to stand out, you want to be remembered, you want to show that you're innovative, but here is the brutal truth. When it comes to website design, conventional wisdom is your friend. Every time you try to go against standard website behavior, every time you put the navigation in a weird place or make the users try to figure out some new creative way to interact with your site, you are adding friction. And remember what I said about friction. You might win some design awards. You might be featured on those websites that showcase those galleries, but you won't win what really matters, paid customers. So what exactly should you put on this one pager? Let me break down the exact structure that's worked for multiple 9-figure startups. At the very top, you're going to put your navigation bar, but here's the key. It should only navigate within this one-page homepage. No sending people off to different pages. Keep them focused on the journey that you've designed. Next comes your hero section. This is absolutely critical. If you can put a video here, 2 to 3 minutes max is probably the best practice. Videos convert much better than anything else that I've tested. A hero section should be pretty simple. Headline, subheadline, and the video. In the hero section, I would not put a button or a call to action button that takes people to make a purchase because you want people to scroll down and keep reading about your app. But what's nice about the video is it lets you connect with your visitors emotionally and explain your value proposition clearly. Then we move into what I call the big problem section. This is where you need to get to the heart of what is keeping your customers up at night. What's that emotional pain that's driving them to look for a solution? Don't just list features here. Dig into the real emotional core of the problem that you're solving. The next section is going to be where you present your solution. This is where you show off how your app actually solves this burning problem. Be clear, be specific, don't get too technical. Focus on the transformation, not just what it does. Next comes proof. This is where you add your company logos that you've worked with, testimonials, reviews. If you have any kind of badges or Trustpilot or G2 reviews, put that in this section. Anything that can show off that you are legitimate and can be trusted. The more impressive proof you can show here, but don't overdo it here. Adding anything more than 5, 6, or 7 testimonials doesn't make your page convert more. Then we talk about results. What does your product actually make possible? For example, if this is Canva, for example, you're making it possible for people to create professional YouTube thumbnails or Instagram posts or presentations. Be specific about the tangible outcomes that your customers get. After that, you can list extra features. These are your second tier features. These are kind of nice to have that add value that don't fit within that top 4 of your best, most biggest badass features. Don't lead with these, but don't ignore them either. Then we move on to the benefits. This is where you paint the big picture. What does your product really mean for your customers' lives? More family time, less stress, better sleep, more money. Connect your solution to real life improvement. Then comes the pricing section, and this is critical. You need at least 2 to 3 tiers. Don't have one. I see many early stage startups right now just having one pricing tier, or just, hey, I'm just going to do a lifetime deal, so let's put one big price tag on there. You need to have 2 to 3 pricing tiers to use anchoring to your advantage. Someone that sees a high price will then see your bottom tier, your basic tier, and realize how good of a deal it is. But if it's just one card, they have nothing to compare it against. I've tested this extensively, and 2 to 3 tiers consistently delivers the highest conversion rates. If you're only offering one tier, you're leaving money on the table. Finally, at the bottom, you can have your footer. Yes, this is where you can put your links to other pages, your about, your blog, whatever you think you need. But remember, every link that you add is a potential exit point, and every exit point is an opportunity for your visitors to leave without converting. Now, will you need more pages as you grow? Absolutely. As you scale, as you build authority in the space, as you develop more content and resources, you'll want to add those pages. But right now, in the early stages, you need to focus on a sale. And this one-page framework, this is how you get there. What you could really do is just focus on optimizing that one page. But again, if you do want to add more pages to your website down the road, you'll be coming from a position of strength with a proven conversion engine already in place. Remember, your website isn't art. It's not there to win design awards. It's not there to show off how creative you are. It's there to convert visitors into paying customers. And every decision that you make about your website should be focused on that single goal. Keep it simple, keep it focused, and most importantly, keep it converting. If you are ready to build your website, go to this video right here. I have a full training on how to use Framer. Check it out.